Good morning, people. Good morning. This is Spirit Journey. Yes, today is good old Saturday. Good morning, Saturday, March 12th, 2022. And the time is 5:07 a.m. in the morning. Hope you all doing well. It seems like a long time since I did my morning talks. Yes, I've been trying to get up early to do my morning walks. Yeah, I get up and I try to leave my place at sunrise. Yes, to welcome the sunrise. I think it's exciting. I guess sometimes people need to, form new rituals in their life. A ritual is something that gives importance to a matter. It adds significance of an event. It helps you get grounded in the moment, give importance, significance. Yeah. And so I kind of like it. It's up to you to make things have a meaning for you. It's not up to other people to create holidays, celebrations for you. But the most profound ones are the ones that you develop for yourself. So for me, the sunrise symbolizes greetings, something powerful and beauty that you can connect with. So the past few days I've been getting up early and trying to race out the house with the gang here. Yeah, my little babies. I'm in my bedroom right now. And I have my little babies with me. My furry, four-legged furry friends here, Lily, Lilac, and Lavender. Yeah, they're all doing well. And we've been going to Central Park. Very nice. Yeah, and trying to get some of them walking. Yeah, yeah, over the winter, we get kind of spoiled and we just want to sit home and do nothing. And yes, I did gain some weight. So that's another motivation. Yeah, the getting belly fat. Yeah, I still fit in my clothes, but it's getting snug there. So yesterday I said, because I weighed myself. That's how I found out, and I feel that my body's getting thicker. So I said, when I actually saw the scale yesterday, I said, let me do some serious walking and try to slim down, modify my diet. Yeah, I've been indulging in my comfort foods. I would say the past month, February especially, I like hot cereals. Yeah, when it's cold outside, I like my hot cereals. Yes, good morning, good morning, good morning, viewer, good morning. Yes, you're looking at the skyline of New York City. And just really getting started, just giving a recap of certain things, or just, current things that's happening. Hey, Sophia. Yes, XX to you too. Yeah, but I was saying that I've been getting up early. So my morning talks that I usually do, um, I've been getting ready to go outside instead. Um, yeah, so the past 2 or 3 days, 2 days, I would get up early at be out of the house by sunrise, and I walk my dogs. Yeah, we go to the park and um, getting reacclimated. Yeah, yeah, I did gain some weight. Yeah, I gained a little belly fat, and so I want to slim down. So yesterday, well, yeah, I've been eating my comfort food in the morning, a big bowl of hot cereal. Yeah, uh, I like a cream of wheat or wheatina, and I also bought uh, wheat tea. What it got? What's no? It was farina and cream of wheat. Yeah, that's the light color one. Then there's wheatina made with toasted wheat. Yeah, that one most stores don't sell it now, but it used to be a very popular brand. So yeah, so I've been making big bowls of that. It's a hot cereal you make, like a porridge, and so I have that in the morning, and then I have another meal, dinner. So I eat like two meals, but I put a lot of butter in it. Yeah, and I think it's that butter that really packed on that weight. Yeah, but it felt good. I'm still at a healthy weight, but you do feel it. So yesterday when I was coming home from the park, I said, I'm going to get a salad. I'm going to start eating more raw vegetables, just for us maybe 2 weeks. That's my plan. Eat a big green leafy salad and add a little salmon in it. And what else? Yeah, that's it. A fresh salad with salmon, and yeah, and I also made a sweet potato, those Japanese sweet potato. I ate a half of it. So yeah, and I'm still taking my supplements, and so I'm hoping that my weight will slowly curve. Yeah, yeah, I want to get into shape. So yeah, in January, I was a couch potato. Only went out maybe 4 times in January. February, I went out a little more, and now it's starting to get a little warmer. We had a warm spell, was about 4 days ago. It was in the 70s. You bet I went out. Yeah, it was nice. It was very nice. And now it's getting cold again. Yeah. Some days it's really windy, and then so the chill factor is really cold, so you have to bundle up, and then it's raining. It might be drizzling right now or something. Yeah, I don't like my dogs out when it's raining. I don't want them to get sick. So that's basically the what I've been doing in the mornings, and why I wasn't doing the live streams. And let's see, what's next on the agenda? Yeah, I had a dream today. Very interesting. And I'm wondering, you people out there who are listening, are your dreams changing? I had dreams, not to get into detail, but I've been having dreams now with family members. And this one, um, my mother was in it. And just a couple of months ago, I was talking to my mom, and I was asking her, "Oh, do you have dreams about my father?" Yeah, my father had passed away 12 and a half years ago, going on 13 actually, 13 years ago. And I was just curious whether she has dreams about him. And then she said, "Well, do you have dreams about me?" Yeah, interesting. So I had to think for a moment. I really don't have dreams about my mother that I could recall. But now I'm starting to at least recall dreams with her in it. I think I had a dream last month, and then I had a dream this morning upon awakening. I was in some type of house. The house looked different, and I was curious about the setup of the house. I just what I recall, like the walls seemed very dingy, a pale color. It wasn't well lit, and I saw my mom. I was on the second floor of the house, and she was reclining in bed, and she's with one of my siblings, and they're just talking, and I entered the room. And I remember thinking as I went into the room that, I thought it was bold of me to enter the room without being asked to come in. They were just relaxing. And I noticed the size of the room. And sometimes when I'm dreaming, I'm thinking about what I'm looking at. And I said, wow, this is a really big room. This is really big, and the ceilings are big, I was saying. But I felt like I didn't want, I felt that maybe what I was saying would be that I would be really implying something that may have been um, not, inappropriate. I mean, that's what I was thinking. And then I see the two walking about in the room, like the scene changed, and then, we were walking. Everything looked different. And I'm looking at her face. I saw her face for a moment. Yeah, very rarely I ever see the face of my mom. And so this one, I did see her face. Um, and my mother was much taller than me. And so I had to look up. Yeah, yeah, she was taller. Now we're about the same height. Yeah, when you get older, that life happens, right? But she seemed very feisty. Yeah, one thing in the dreams that I have with her that I recall, she's di- um, very leadership, very like, I don't want to say bossy, but she has a dominant spirit about her, and I have to listen to her. But it's weird because, see, I don't have dreams about her. I don't. I mean, I'm the age that I am now, and to just now remembering and dreams about your own mother. Yeah, we were raised together. She was always there. Growing up. So I'm surprised I don't recall dreams about her until now. So I think maybe these dreams are to really maybe show what her relationship to me really was about, I think. Something. I think it's more, it's something to maybe to reintroduce me to who, what role she really is to play in my life. Yeah, I mean, she was always a presence in my life, but some parents, they don't have to really say a lot, and it's not like they're quiet. Like some people have quiet spirits, and you kind of overlook them. But even though she's not talking a lot, but she was always a presence, a force, you know, and she could stand her own ground, Um, but I think my focus was really on someone else. Yeah, me and my father, we did not get along at all. But once in a while, yeah, just before his passing, I was having many dreams about the family house and how it was being rescaffolded, redesigned. That the old was being dismantled. That was a theme that I had for a couple of months before his actual passing, which I think is interesting now. Um, and then since his passing, I think still had some dreams with the house being dismantled. Yeah, there was the old foundation was being replaced. It was being removed. It needed to be removed in my life. I see now. Some things aren't beneficial to you, especially if it wasn't something positive. So you have to remove the old in order for the new to pop into your life. And yeah, it's amazing. And then finally, um, it was last year, I think, the house was now a new house. It was very bright in color. I, I was just at the outside of the house, the parameters of the property. Everything was very bright, cheery, and there was a new family in it. Yeah, it would be very interesting, people, who is when that time comes when most likely the house will be sold eventually, more sooner than later, to be honest. um, I had a dream that the house was not occupied by a new family. And get this, the new family will be an Indian family, Asia, India, like from, the country of India. Yeah, there was a long picnic table on the property by the side door of the house, a white tablecloth, and a lot of people and I did not know them. I didn't know the people. The people, I mean, I'm really, it's just really interesting. I didn't know I was going to talk about this in this live stream, but I think it's significant. And I think we all could learn from it that in life you have an old system, and for something to change, it has to first be removed and then replaced. And now it's being replaced with a new family and new things. New picnic table with the clean white picnic cloth, looked like a cotton sheet. And the tree that we have there, it's a maple tree in real life. But the tree had this exotic fruit. And I'm curious to go online to see if this fruit exists in real life. It almost looked like, oh, what do you call it? Some type of squash. What do you call it? Not acorn squash. Oh, what do you call it? Oh, I think you call it butternut. Yeah, butternut squash. Imagine the shape of butternut squash, but it had spikes in it, like long, thick spikes, something like that. And they were all over the tree. And there were desserts on the table. Yeah, I love desserts, people. Oh, yes. Yeah, I notice in my dreams, food could be a component. It's like a temptation. And I think I may have taken a little piece of it. I was told in real life that be careful of eating food in your dreams, that it could be something to change you, and it's disguised to make it look delicious or something, but it's actually something problematic with it. Just saying. I would like to know what your thoughts are about that. But I was looking at the table, and everything looked good. There were adults there. Excuse me. There were adults like in their 30s, and I saw children, young children, like 4, 5, 6 years old, and they were running around on around the table. It looked very cheery. So, so now, current, that was a dream some years ago, but it was showing that the transition that I had from one phase in my life to another. And so now, again, it's featuring another place. The house had some resemblance to the house I was raised in, but it was very different. Um, yeah, I don't understand the significance of this, but I was curious at one point of the dream that after I saw my mom and a sibling of mine, it was a male sibling, um, I heard, let's see, my father was supposed to be in another room, right next to where I saw my mom. And I think he was snoring. But I think I had the dream, the dream with snoring because my dogs were with me and they were snoring. So it got incorporate. But yeah, my father did snore. Um, I said, what else? And I did see, yeah, I think my brother who passed away last year. Yeah, he had a brother that passed away last year. And I think he was in the dream too. I saw him briefly. I wish I could remember what the conversation was. It was a lively conversation, but I don't remember what was being said. Um, yeah, it was weird. It was very, very weird. And yeah, I think it was with me in a room. It looked like it could have been his room that he had growing up. And someone else, a male, came into the room. And I could actually smell him. He smelled like he'd just come out of a shower. And it was like two scents of him. The scent of water being on him and a hint of soap. The smell, I think it was like Dial soap, the deodorant soap, but you can actually smell it. I remember I could smell the person. Um, and I think my father was going to come into the room too, but I think that's when I woke up. I think when I think about dreams, um, I think these dreams, I start to think that they're like parallel universe, parallel worlds. That I don't think dreams just stop when you wake up. I believe that they are continual. They are continual, I believe. And where these dreams go, yeah, I think these dreams are, I think, reconnecting me with family. Yeah, I'm pretty much of a recluse. Yes, I am. I'm pretty much a recluse. Sometimes things are easier when you're recluse, you know. But yeah, I think it's preparing me for the next step in life, whatever what that is. Because now I am recalling these dreams, so I feel the house situation is leaving one stage into another. So the house was rebuilt, a new family in it, and then now a house. I think it was the second house seemed larger rooms, um, but still a hint of the old place. I'm not sure what that is all about, but I feel it's an extension. And what is to teach me, I don't know. And then there was a room. Yeah, I was curious about what was going to be on the third floor of that house. And I think my mother was walking with me. And then I turn around the corner and I see that arch, the arch doorway to go upstairs was blocked with another gate. It was like a glass panel. Um, it had like a like a like a tinted gray color and a clear color, and the doorway was locked with chains on it, so it didn't want you upstairs evidently. But I was curious what was upstairs. So in the dream, okay, I think what that symbolizes to me. Well, I slept on the third floor, so it's something. Um, I think the dream had to do with secrets, things that I wasn't to really know about. Yeah, and that I'm still not ready to see what was upstairs on the third floor. I think that's what the significance of that is. Very interesting. Sorry about that. What else? Okay, the current event. I know I've talking a lot now. Yeah, it's 25 minutes about. Let's say I was to talk about current events. Okay, it's current events. Yeah, this is strange times, I think, for everybody. New York is trying to bounce back. You still have people who do use the thing on the face, with the pandemic. Um, yeah, I was able to go on the bus last weekend, and I wasn't stopped. They just let me on. Um, yeah, I didn't have the covering on my face, so I'm glad that's I'm not being harassed with that. Maybe when I did make that phone call, not yeah, I filed a complaint last year. Last year in August, it was drenching rain, and the bus driver uh, was trying to intimidate me and slammed the door in my face so I couldn't enter. And I knocked on the door from the open. Hey, come on. I had this big box in my hand that's getting drenched with water, and I was worried that it's going to break. Then he finally opens the door, and he's gritting his teeth and shaking his head at me, trying to intimidate me. I didn't like that. I never said a word, paid my fare, and sat down. But I did write him up. And they never got in contact with me. But I was told that the person was talked to. So I don't know. So I don't know what, yeah. So after that was last August, I didn't go back out. I mean, I didn't go into that part of town. Yeah, so this month I did, you know, last weekend. And so I don't know whether it's because the mandate had changed a little bit or they're not going to enforce it. Yeah, so they're not enforcing the mask mandate on the trains and the buses in particular in Queens, New York City. So I hope that is because of my complaint. I hope that's why they did that. Yeah, I don't want to be forced to have anything on my face. If you're sick, of course I don't want anybody sick. Um, don't you ever wonder, okay, whatever happened to the old germs? What would happen in the past? People were sick or whatever, but it wasn't you didn't get spooked to death. I think this whole thing was about spooking people, spooking them into control, and it had nothing really to do with a pathogen, and that I think a lot of people were actually scared to death. And if they have comortalities, meaning other health conditions like diabetes, heart disease, and all that, and you're under fear, your body gets weakened. And I'm glad that I stood my ground, people. Stand your ground. Stand your ground. See, they want you to be afraid. They want you to follow along and not thinking. And now they're trying to look at this now. So now there's a conflict in Europe. Now, this conflict or this scare of conflict was around for, I think, over a year. They kept mentioning about Ukraine. And why the attention on it? Now, and I'm not trying to trivialize people. I don't want anybody hurt. I'm not trying to come across like they're not important. But I'm just saying that on this planet, there are many conflicts all over the world, but the media chooses who you want to focus on. There's conflicts in Africa. I'm sure there's conflict all over, and no one knows a thing about what's going on. And now they're trying to put in the race card of an event that's happening in Europe. Again, it's another distraction. These things are, I feel, designed to trigger people. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. All these things is to gather momentum. See, they're gathering your energies, people. Why was television invented, in my opinion? Not only is it to influence you by what you see and hear, but I strongly believe, people, the things you see on the screen, whether the big screen in the movie theater or the screen, the TV screen or the computer monitor, that the screen, the light, gathers your energy, your eye gate. It goes right in. It goes right in when you get emotional. You're watching what you watch. You don't think that it's able to gather your energy? Your eye gate. It's sucking. I really believe this. I know it sounds wild, but I notice more and more society wants you to have your eyes, and I have to even be careful because I'm looking at the monitor. I have my iPad right in front of me because my mouth has to be close enough to the mic. But I'm trying not to look too directly at the monitor and look out, beyond the monitor, above the monitor. But it gathers your energy, I believe. And it's influencing what you think about things and reinforcing paradigm beliefs, belief systems, believing that even in Europe, that certain races aren't liked. And was it about race? Was what happened in Ukraine about race with regard to those African students? Or was this a distraction to stigmatize the countries involved, to make you feel that these are bad people? I tell you, when you have in a crisis, it's like, people, your house is on fire, but you're being distracted because what your neighbors are doing. Like maybe someone took some marbles, your children's toys, and your house is on fire. Do you think those marbles are really important? In the light of in the seriousness of an event, your house is on fire. Or what's happening again in Ukraine. Someone is bombing them. I try not watching what's happening there on the internet. Yeah, my doorman was when I was leaving the building. He wanted to talk to me, and then he's mentioning about there were bodies that they're being showed on the media. I said, please, don't, I told him to stop talking, what he was talking about. I said, I told him I'm sensitive. I said, I'm very sensitive, and I don't feel comfortable with what you're talking about. I don't feel comfortable to hear it. I'm very sensitive. He said, oh, you got like a queasy stomach. I said, yeah, I can't handle things like that. So people are talking, people are seeing things. And I feel that the news has changed a lot. It's not the news that I was raised with. What do you think, people? Are the news that you listened to, just say 10 years ago, is it the same as what you watch now? It's not it's not like real news. I did see a little snippet of when the conflict first happened with Ukraine. I did watch some, maybe 3 videos on it. The thing with the Nigerian students and these other African students. Um, but I'm looking at it, and something didn't look right about it. I mean, um, you guys, have any of you seen the film Wag the Dog? Wag the Dog. It came out some years ago. It used to be on YouTube, but now I can't find it. Yes, sometimes they have a movie on YouTube, the full movie on YouTube for free, and then eventually gets pulled. I think, people, when I saw a little snippet of it, you know, I think that a wag the dog is what's happening now to influence people as a cover up. And I think in part is because of um, the distraction with the students, the African students. I said, this doesn't seem like a real, I see, I'm not trying to be insensitive. I'm not trying to be insensitive to what's going on in the world and trivializing. And if someone is really being hurt, I don't want anybody hurt. I don't want anyone to suffer. But if you watch the movie, if you really watch that movie, Wag the Dog, you'll know what I'm talking about. They could manipulate and make you think something is real. All these countries are involved with each other. What was that with the current administration in the U.S.? They have involvement with Ukraine. They all do business with each other, people. And yes, in the especially the English-speaking world with the race card, is now trying to it's trying to agitate people, as many people as possible. And I believe that it is a distraction of something that they are really covering up. What they're covering up, I don't know. So the past 2 years was with this pathogen, that thing that allegedly makes people sick. So what happened to that now? What made that stop, that pathogen? I think they're setting up the people to do something. I'm sorry. I believe they're setting you up for the big whammy. Yes, there's the distraction in Europe. Around the same time that they released stop the mandates in New York City where I live, right? And then now something else. This is a trick, I think. I try to have, I did buy large, supplies of dry goods, rice and beans, a surplus, to get some extra food. That was just a week ago. Yeah, because I feel like, they're releasing, they're saying, okay, you don't have to do such and such anymore. But I feel like I don't know, I don't feel confident with that. I don't think they're being truthful, and that they want your guard down, and then they're going to do something. Yeah, so get, drinking water, bottles of drinking water. So I have things, like I do have my things for if I get a cold and things like that. Um, yeah, I still want to have that protection. Um, yeah, I don't something's not sitting right with me, but I hope it's just my imagination is not really true. Interesting now. I'm just remembering now. Yeah, I want to talk about Smollette, Jesse or Juicy Smollette, the actor. Well, it was just by chance. I think it was. Oh, well, when was it? Not yesterday. I think it was the day before yesterday. Yeah, the day before yesterday. Jesse Smollette is now in jail. Yeah, I was just um, going on YouTube and searching for things for me to watch, and then boom, it was a live stream on the case. Throughout this month. Oh, that's right. I'm just remembering. That's right. I think it was November of last year, 2021. He was found guilty, but 2 days ago was his sentencing, what his sentence would be. And he came late. And this time, yeah, in my opinion, I think Jesse Smollett did do exactly what he was convicted of. And so he comes late with his entourage. And this time, this would really piss me off. I can't stand when I see people do this. Cosby did this, Cosby did it like I feel, I know it sounds very insensitive, but it's when I pick up now all these things that it's to like pull on your emotions. Um, well, what Juicy Smollett did, he has he's walking arm in arm with his grandmother, his 92-year-old grandmother. And why? Why wasn't he holding, his mom? So he's not going to hold his mom's arm, but he's going to hold his grandmother's arm. 92 years old, as sharp as a pin. Yeah, real alert, his grandmother. And he didn't speak at his at what do you call it? He has like a last chance to talk to the judge, to plead his case, and he decided not to speak. And he's being a little theatrical when his grandmother goes on the bench, and he has his hands in a prayer gesture. I'd say a brother, how. So now he's trying to be spiritual, having his hands in prayer, and uh, his grandmother is Jewish. Yeah, his father, it's his father's mother in Ashkenazi, and she starts to talk about the Holocaust, and he's a good kid. What her being Jewish and about Holocaust has anything to do with Jesse Smollett's staged hate crime. But I feel it was just they were grabbing straws. His older brother did speak on his behalf, and they all seemed very defiant. All of them. And his sister also spoke. Everything to me regarding the case. I mean, they seem to be in denial. And if he really believed that, if he's really innocent, why didn't he sue upon um, getting, allegedly being beat up by these two guys? Why didn't he press charges against his friends? Why didn't he? Because he paid them. It seems very evident, and it seems like the family has an arrogance about them, all of them that spoke. I'm surprised though he only is to get um, equivalent to like 5 months, which is nothing. Didn't they say before, if he got a maximum sentence for each of the counts, federal counts, that he was charged of, he would have been in jail for a prison for a long time. I feel that he should have gotten maximum. But Hollywood, like, he's liked by Hollywood. He has friends, but see, it was just too many evidence against him. Too much. Too much proof of that it was staged. And so not even Hollywood could protect him. Hollywood could no longer protect him. It's just too many evidence against him. And then he was given his sentence, and he puts up the Black Power hand, the Black Power's hand salute, and he said that, saying that if I get something happens to me, he said that he wasn't suicidal, and he kept repeating it. Who in the world wants to even um, talk to him? Um, what he did unto himself, and he's going down by himself. I don't think anyone wants to um, hurt him in prison. And interesting, I haven't heard a lot of talk on the internet about the Smollette, his sentencing. Um, some things you have to like really key in, specifically look for. Yeah, so interesting. I on the internet, it wasn't, at least with the videos that were being showed to me, none of them really, none of them referred me to the case. It was just by chance. It was a live stream of his sentencing, and I caught it just in time. But other than that, it wasn't a lot of coverage. That's what I'm getting at. It wasn't a lot of coverage that was done on it because they really don't want people to know about it. I think it's an embarrassment to the Black community. Yeah, they're being hush hush about it. See, things like this they should really speak about, because see, you have people who live in various communities, and they're tricksters and manipulators, and they cause trouble. This guy caused trouble, but he's liked in the community he associates with. And so they kind of like left him alone. They really kept quiet. Some what was it, 2 years ago, some comedians did make fun of him. Yes, they did. He was a poke of fun. But they pretty much got real quiet after that. Yeah, so it'd be very interesting if I purposely check the internet about um, the thoughts of others regarding the Smollette, um, his sentencing. Yeah, I think the courts were very lenient with him. They spoke very kindly to him, and they didn't show them. He wasn't handcuffed. either. I thought that was interesting. Yeah, they seemed very gentle, and he was yelling out. Yeah, he seemed very delusional, in my opinion. I don't want him to hurt himself or anything like that. I think he is suicidal. He's in denial. Um, yeah, I don't want any harm to happen to him. Um, yeah, but we have people. We have to speak out when you have people in your community trying to cause conflict, make up stories. You got to out them. They're dangerous. They're dangerous to the country, a community. People who are so greedy, who like attention seeking, doing things to cause problems. And I think that's all what Jesse was about. And it's interesting that here the hearing and the mandate and the thing in Ukraine are all happening now. I thought that was telling. Very, very telling. Yeah, this media, these screens that we watch, again, I truly believe that when you look at these monitors, they feed off of your energy. And I think that's why you have the type of conflict that you have. And to learn that, with the movie Wag the Dog, watch that movie, people, Wag the Dog, that these things could be designed to influence and to harvest your energies when you look into the screen. Definitely it's to manipulate you, your opinion, and use as a smoke screen too. Yeah, sunrise, sunrise today would be, oh, what was that? It'd be 6:15, I think. Yeah, I think yesterday was 6:16. I think, or was it 6:14 yesterday? Yeah, so it'll be around 6:13 a.m. today, which would be like in 14 more minutes. And now I hear the birds singing. Yeah, you see the sky is getting brighter and brighter outside. I love the sound of the birds. Beautiful, beautiful sounds of the birds singing. I like that. Wow, my nose is getting congested right now. Ah, yeah. Yeah, so I know I mentioned a lot of things. I think as a capping of all this, it's about awarenesses, different levels of awareness, and different things that will be revealed to those who want to listen or see. But stay grounded. Some of the things that you'll be showed will be might be painful for you, but stay calm, stay centered, and this too will end. Yeah. So I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday. Stay safe and sound. Still watch your health. Watch your health. Try to drink water. Oh, almost forgot. Yeah, yeah. Just the other day, I woke up extremely early yesterday morning, and my heart was pounding. Um, I was sleeping in my living room. I was sleeping sitting up in my lounge chair, yeah, my lounger, and when I awakened, my head felt congested. It was a weird feeling. And then I was like, kind of yawning a little bit, stretching my arms up in, air. I felt funny in my body, a little weak. and I went to get water. Yeah, my mouth was extremely dry, people, extremely dry. I don't know whether it was a hydration issue that caused it, but all of a sudden, I got my water, sat back down, and then I felt my heart. It was the first time I felt it that intense. Yeah, it was on my left side, very strong. Um, I could feel the contractions of my heart pumping both valves, because there's two parts of the heart, and I felt them strong. It was beating fast and extremely hard, forceful. And but my mind was calm. I said, okay, I'm not sure what's causing this. I'm wondering whether it's EMF, electromagnetic frequency sensitivity. Yeah, because I fell asleep with my computer running. My monitor was on. So I don't know whether that was affecting me, or could have been maybe I needed more water because when I woke up, my mouth was extremely dry. People, have you noticed your mouth also being excessively dry? I don't know what's causing it. I did talk to my doctor. Yeah, I had my vitals checked last Monday, and everything is in order. Seemed to be in order. All my vitals were fine. So I don't know what's causing this. I am concerned about it. I've lived here for 20 years, since coming back to New York City, 20 straight years. And I never had these symptoms of dry mouth like this. And I drink more water. Yeah, right beside me is my elixir that I drink in the morning. I drink about a liter of water upon awakening, just to just to initially get my water. At least get hydrated before the start of the day. Yeah, it was like my head felt slightly congested on top. It's really weird. The sensation was like at the top portion of my head. Um, and then I felt like a rush going through my limbs, and I think this was an adrenaline rush. Something was signaling something, and I think it was subconscious. And then boom, my heart was racing hard. Yeah, I thought then when that happened early yesterday morning, it happened around. Wait a minute, it could have happened. Let's see, um, around 1 o'clock in the morning yesterday. Um, yeah, I don't know what's causing it. I'm wondering whether it's the EMF. What is causing this? Why am I so sensitive now in my body to cause a reaction like that? Everything was cool. I didn't have any nightmare or anything like that. I woke up, everything fine. But something triggered me. Something triggered this response, and I don't know why this is happening. So if anybody knows what, or have you been getting sensitive to possibly your devices, your computer, your phone, your iPad, and the like? Have you too been getting extremely dry mouth even though you drink water? You have low activity, not doing anything that to cause you dry mouth. Why is this happening? Let me know. Let me know. So I think I got out what I needed to say this morning. Um, yeah. Again, I don't I don't wish I don't want people to think that I'm being insensitive. You know, we to have compassion to people, even people who do wrong. I'm just, see, I'm protective. what things I'm sharing with you is based on my care for others to not get hurt by because of other people's behaviors. That's what's motivating me to say what I'm saying. Not to be insensitive, but protective over those people who might be harmed of these individuals. Yeah. So that's about it, folks. Yeah, it's almost sunrise. It's 6:07 a.m. in the morning, and sunrise is around the corner, and the birds are singing. I wish you all safety and peace and harmony. Yes, pray for your family. Pray for your safety when you go outside. That's what I've been doing also. Yeah, pray for a shield of protection, a cloak of invisibility of danger and harm, to prevent harm to before you and your loved ones. Yeah, drink your water also. Yeah, thank you again. Peace, love, joy, and harmony and wellness be unto you, listener. Take care. Until next time. Bye bye.